Well, I'm very proud to say that under President Obama, we have made the promotion and protection of LGBT persons a global responsibility for our diplomats abroad. Secretary of State Clinton made it very clear in her speech in Geneva just last December that human rights are gay rights and gay rights are human rights. You cannot separate the two. You cannot support human rights for some groups but not for the LGBT community. One has to remember that when I started in U.S. government service, now more than 30 years ago, it was a very different time. People had to live very closeted lives, LGBT people. Basically, if you joined the Foreign Service back then, you were consigned to a life in shadows, a life without any visible partnering with anyone. It simply was not an option. And in fact, things were so bad that many people lost their jobs. I myself was separated from the Foreign Service and had to spend many years in federal courts to get my job back. At the end of the 70s, still under President Jimmy Carter, discrimination against gays in domestic service was suspended. Later on, under President Clinton, who basically ended discrimination against LGBT persons in all government departments except for the military. And at last, of course, the military prohibition, the so-called don't ask, don't tell policy, was abolished by President Obama just last year. There are now, in fact, 8 states in the U.S. that recognize gay marriages. So that's a huge change because that was not even an issue up for discussion as recently as a decade ago. And also there's been a change in attitudes. I think a lot of it has to do with a different picture of LGBT persons. Hollywood, movies, television shows, things that made us visible and more acceptable to the rest of the population that just weren't around 20, 30 years ago. Well, I've had the honor of serving in 7 different countries by now, and I must say Austria ranks among the best in terms of its treatment of LGBT persons. I have participated in the Gay Pride March here in Vienna in the past and look forward to doing so in the future. It's always a very joyful community event that involves not only gay people but the straight community as well. And so it's really quite a pleasure to be a part of that. Last year we sponsored a nationwide contest for high school students to produce video clips promoting tolerance and diversity. We are also planning a discussion and a meeting with the Austrian gay professionals later on this summer, as well as putting on a gay musical, a play celebrating the gay experience in the United States to coincide with Gay Pride here in Vienna. I am very proud to be serving my country as a Foreign Service officer, and especially to be able to do that openly as a gay man as well. Finally, I'd just like to say Happy Gay Pride to everyone. Thank you.